Party people in the place to be. I was going to go to sleep to try to recover from whatever the fuck it is I have. I think it's a flu. Maybe cold, maybe flowed. Anyway. And god damn it, Facebook, like I was gonna go to sleep, and then Facebook, what's this shit on my fucking feed? Kaepernick eviscerates Twitter troll with 8 followers. As you know, I am a San Francisco 49er fan. I have respect for other teams. I like other teams. I like the second teams I like are Green Bay, Packers, the only good thing to come out of Wisconsin, and Pittsburgh Steelers. Those 2 teams I have much respect for and will cheer for them in almost any situation unless it's against these fellas here. This is, by the way, another 2 drink minimum sports update. Roll credits.
In 3, 2.
Good evening. From New York City, I'm Dan Rydell alongside Bobby Bernstein, sitting in for Casey McCall. Those stories plus will take you to Talladega, Tallahassee, and Tuscaloosa, where the ball had trouble finding the basket.
We'll take you to Salt Lake, Westlake, and Westwood, where the team had trouble finding the bus. All that coming up after this. You're watching Sportsnet on CSC, so stick around.
We're out.
We have been having some hard times since Harbaugh left. Also, in the news today, our GM and owner, or CEO, decided not to answer Jim Harbaugh questions because you motherfuckers have no answers for the Jim Harbaugh questions. You fuckers, you put your egos in check the next time you think about getting rid of a winning fucking coach, assholes. Anyway, Colin Kaepernick put Twitter Colin Kaepernick puts Twitter troll with 8 followers on blast. This is from the Bleacher Report. People have 2 options when a Twitter troll comes at them: ignore them or fight back. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick doesn't mind doing the latter. On Wednesday afternoon, Kaepernick tweeted that he was spending his... Now, I don't know this because I don't follow Colin Kaepernick, because I don't like Colin Kaepernick. I don't give a fuck that he's my quarterback. I don't like that motherfucker because of... We'll get into that later. On Wednesday afternoon, Colin Kaepernick tweeted that he was spending his day working hard. 1,000 abs, arm workout, 10 minutes straight on the jump rope, 2-hour study session in February. That's what we call a recovery day. Then someone decided to talk some smack. Stephen Batten at Batman_returns, Batman spelled with 2 T's, who will soon be my next Twitter account followed, replied, ab workout won't help find open receiver, #study. Kaepernick didn't feel like sitting there and taking that, so he fired back multiple times. Are you illiterate or just ignorant? Read the tweet again. Better yet, give me your breakdown of every defensive coverage. I want every player's responsibility on every coverage. If you can't do it, mind your own damn business. You got 8 followers, bruh. Your own family don't even want to know what you're doing. Get a better life. Not surprisingly, the troll has more than 8 followers now. After struggling last season, Kaepernick has certainly received his fair share of critics. Blah, 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 blah. Oh wait, no, let's see where this is going. After struggling last season, has certainly received his fair share of critical tweets from haters. While Kaepernick doesn't always answer, this guy appears to have gotten under the quarterback's skin enough to get a response. In the future, Kaepernick would probably be wise to put his headphones on and walk away from Twitter. Yes, he would. Featured columnist for Bleacher Report, Kyle Newport. Yes, he would. And here is why. Yes, Colin Kaepernick does say that he put in a 2-hour study session in February today. Yes, he did. So while Batten doesn't here mention the 2-hour session that he put in, he kind of implies that he wasn't studying, that he was doing the abs instead of studying. Now, Kaepernick then fires back, talking about he wants a breakdown of every defensive coverage and every player's responsibility. Studying that shit sounds like it would take longer than 2 hours, Colin. I don't give a fuck that it's February. That sounds like it takes longer than 2 hours to do. Per team. Don't worry about how many fucking followers he has. You know, this social media shit where motherfuckers think they have points just because they come up with zingers but don't have points is fucking ludicrous to me. Colin, you don't have a point in him having 8 followers. His point is not invalid. Nigga, you can't look past your first receiver. You don't know how to shoot the ball 5 yards down the field when we need 5 yards. Instead, you want to throw a touchdown every time your hand touches a goddamn ball. You don't know how to clock manage. Motherfucker, this is shit you should have learned in high school while playing Madden. Motherfucker, I know how to clock manage. If I've got a fucking lead, I know how to run that fucking clock down to make sure that I keep my goddamn lead. And if I don't have the lead, I know how to hustle my ass down the field. I know it's just a video game, but I know how to hustle my ass down the field to make the most of the time that I have. Motherfucker, you don't know how to do either of those things. Alright? I have never, and I mean ever, been on board with Colin Kaepernick. You understand? Alex Smith had finally developed into the quarterback that we needed. With the system was developing around Alex Smith finally. He finally had more targets to go to. He finally had more things to do. And he finally had a coach who knew how to coach a quarterback. You understand what I'm saying? And then he goes down for a week or two, and then this hotshot motherfucker comes in who would serve much better sitting on the bench for another year before he comes up to the big show. Watching and learning. I don't give fuck. Number 1, that is February. Colin Kaepernick. Motherfucker, you need to be in the study room. Oh, you don't necessarily have to be in there 8 hours a day, necessarily just yet. But motherfucker, I want you in there for all the money you're making. You need to be in that study room 4 fucking hours a day on this far away from the off season. And as we get closer to summer, motherfucker, that needs to increase to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You understand? Because that's your biggest problem. You can run when the defense decides not to cover you. You can run, and you got a cannon for an arm. But, motherfucker, you need to figure out how to throw that to where no defenses can catch it. I don't give a fuck what you try to say or come at somebody on Twitter with, motherfucker. The shit on the field explains itself. As a 49er fan for over 20 years, it frustrates me to no goddamn end that when we finally, after that drought after Garcia left, finally got the quarterback and the team that we needed, you swoop in. I don't know how the fuck you did it. I don't know how many asses or what asses you had to kiss, lick, and turn upside down to get that fucking position. But after you swoop in and got the job away from a quarterback that we finally fucking needed, motherfucker, you are not producing. You understand? As a San Francisco 49ers fan, I understand you're not producing. You know who's producing? Everybody else on your team. If we put Colin Kaepernick on a mediocre team, if Colin Kaepernick were suddenly traded to Jacksonville, he wouldn't be shit. And you know it. He certainly wouldn't be worth all that fucking money that we have tied up in him. And he certainly wouldn't be privileged enough to be able to get away with this shit on Twitter and not have a fucking conversation with the office. Let alone some of that other shit that... Let's just leave it at that. Because innocent until proven guilty, but nigga, that was fishy. Shut the fuck up until you produce, Colin. Sick of this shit. I'm sick of going on Facebook and seeing the 49ers blow your ass up. I'm sick of hearing you talk as much shit as you talk. I'm sick of your fucking commercials. Beach needs to drop your ass. How you got all those fucking advertisers as soon as you hit the fucking field is beyond me. So while Batten was slightly off in not exasperating on, yes, you did study, but you need to study longer, nigga, I'm doing it for him. You need to study longer. I need more than 2 hours from you in the sessions. I need you watching your own film. Because I don't know about you, but with me, whatever I'm doing, whether it's these videos, whether it's any of the promos I've done when I was in wrestling, whether it's any performance I have ever done, I am my own worst critic. See, I just did it to myself just now. You need to do that, Colin. You need to get out of your own ass and fucking produce. I need to not see a pick every other goddamn game from you. I need to see better clock management. I need to see you understand that there's more than one receiver on your team. And I need you to understand that moving the chains is more important sometimes than firing it 40, 50, 60 yards down the field for a hot shot gunslinger touchdown. Get the fuck off of Twitter. Matter of fact, hand your Twitter account over to a publicist now. Today. Alright? Get your ass back in the fucking classroom and study those defenses. And figure out how to read your fucking progressions. Go!